Hello from Konnect Station. I'm Emily, and today we're going to be talking about...
Emotions!
Mike, you scared me.
I know. It was awesome.
I'm trying to talk about...
Emotions.
Emotions can be pretty tricky. That's why we asked Dr. Futterbutter to make a really great video to show you guys what emotions are.
Emotions. Scientists don't fully agree on exactly how they work, but a large number of them agree that emotions start right here, the brain. That squishy blob of tissue that's in your head, processing and sensing information all day long. When we observe the world around us using our 5 senses, we make all sorts of judgments, often without even realizing it. For instance, you might be hiking in the woods and you see a bear, and you make a quick judgment. That bear is dangerous. The moment you make that judgment, the real magic of how God created you happens. The second you make a judgment, the brain starts sending signals out to other parts of your body. In this case, when you interpret that the bear is dangerous, your brain sends signals to your heart to start pumping faster, so you've got more available blood. It also tells your lungs to start breathing heavier, so you've got more oxygen in your system. And the muscles in your body all get a shot of adrenaline in them. Why? Because there's a bear you think is dangerous, and you need to run fast. This combination of sensing and interpreting the events around you, and the signals from the brain to your heart to beat faster and to your lungs to breathe heavier and so forth, that's the emotion we call fear. Now, if the judgment you make about the situation is different, say you believe that the bear was actually friendly and not going to attack you, the combination of signals the brain sends out would be different too. You may actually feel happy. The combination of how we sense and interpret events and the resulting signals from our brain to our body is what makes up our emotions.
Now that we know a little bit about where emotions come from, we're gonna play a game!
I love games.
We're gonna show you a bunch of faces, and you're gonna tell us which one matches the way that you feel right now. So when you see the face that matches how you feel, yell,
That's me!
really loud. Are you ready? Let's do it! How are you feeling right now? Do you feel excited? Or maybe you feel angry? Confused? Maybe you feel sad? A little mischievous? Overwhelmed? Or scream if you are really happy? Or maybe you're really, really sleepy. You guys did great! Now, today we're just gonna focus on one emotion, the emotion of being sad.
I'm so sad.
We all get sad. I get sad and disappointed when things don't go the way that I hoped, or when someone hurts my feelings, and especially when something really bad happens. Like when I was little and my dog died.
Poor Fluffy. How do I get over being so sad?
Well, God comforts us. The Bible says that when we're sad, God gets closer to us and His Spirit surrounds us like a great big hug.
That sounds nice.
That's why we need to remember today's point. When I'm sad, God gives me comfort.
So when you're watching today's adventure, think about how God comforts you when you're sad.
Hi, I'm showing Nitro what it feels like to be human. One of the coolest things about being human is our emotions.
Which emotion are we learning about, Clint?
We are going to look at when we're sad.
Sad. Adjective. Feeling unhappy.
Everyone feels sad from time to time, even those of us on a really cool space station. Here's a time Emily was really sad when she found out our parents were selling our old house.
What's up, bro?
I've got some bad news.
What is it?
Our parents are moving away.
Wait, what? That's our house. We grew up there. My room.
I know, but since we moved away, Mom and Dad have been wanting a smaller house.
Well, that's not fair. Where's home now?
I don't know. Wherever they moved to, I guess.
Oh, this isn't cool. Where's all my stuff?
Packed away.
Packed away. Oh! This can't be happening, Clint.
I'm surprised you're this upset about this.
I'm surprised you're not.
It's part of life.
Oh, I need to get away.
Emily appeared to be very sad.
Yes, Nitro. That was hard for both of us. Emily seemed to have a really tough time with it. It made her really sad.
What are you guys doing?
Clint is showing me what it looks like when humans become sad.
Being sad is really tough. I remember whenever I was really sad because I missed all my friends back home.
I like apples. Do you like apples? I like applesauce, and I like apple cider, and I like apple pie. Isn't it a wonderful day to be in space?
Yeah, I guess so.
You guess so. What's wrong?
Well, it's just that I really miss my friends on Earth, especially my best friend.
But didn't you just get back from a visit to Earth?
Yeah.
Did you get to see your friend while you were there?
Well, yeah, but I guess that's what makes it so hard. Seeing her just really reminded me how much I miss her when I don't get to see her.
Oh, Ray, I'm so sorry. Missing someone is hard. I remember when I first came to Konnect Station. I missed my friends on Earth so bad.
Yeah.
You appeared to be very upset, Ray.
Yeah. I felt really lonely and it made me really sad.
Clint, have you ever felt sad?
Yeah, Nitro. I remember one time when I thought everyone left me when they went to see Trip Bailey.
Okay, I'm ready. Where did everybody go?
They departed moments ago.
They left without me?
I'm sure it was a mere oversight.
But how could they just leave me like that?
They appeared to be in a hurry. Perhaps it was an accident.
Maybe. Or maybe they didn't really want me to come.
Perhaps you should go after them.
Not if they don't want me. I can't believe they would leave me like that. I told them I was going to be right back.
They were in a great hurry, Clint.
Maybe. Or maybe they didn't really want me with them.
I never understood why you acted so strangely.
I felt rejected. I felt like nobody wanted me around. It made me very sad.
I'm sorry, Clint. We should have waited.
It appears humans become sad often.
Oh, yeah. Even David in the Bible was sad. David was having a really hard time when his son died. Watch this video. It'll show you what happened.
This is his 66 pics mixed up into one. The book's about God, who he is and what he's done. It's the Holy Bible, y'all, with God's truth packed tight inside. It's alive, a prize to hide in your heart and in your mind. Old Testaments are set up for the big event when Jesus crashed the scene with a new arrangement. It's history, his story, whose story, God's story. Oh, the story of how much he loves me. Let it blow up all the pages, let the show go live. Let his word explode from this video into your life.
God had fulfilled his promise to David, and he became king over all of Israel. Years passed, and King David had many sons. One of David's sons was named Absalom.
Hey there!
One day, Absalom was very angry with Amnon, one of his brothers. Amnon had done something very bad, and Absalom believed he should be punished. But instead of waiting for God to take care of it, Absalom took care of it on his own and killed his brother Amnon. Then Absalom got scared and ran away. This made King David very sad.
My son Amnon is dead, and Absalom has run away. What am I gonna do?
Absalom was gone 1 year before he came back to his father. But David was so hurt by what he did, he wouldn't talk to Absalom for 2 more years. Finally, King David did forgive Absalom for killing Amnon, and everything seemed all right for a while. But over time, Absalom began to tell people that he should be the king instead of his father, King David. Finally, Absalom and his army decided to attack King David.
Let's attack the city of Jerusalem. Then I'll be king instead of my father.
When King David heard about this, his family, his army, and the people had to leave the city and hide in the mountains. King David cried the whole way.
I can't believe my own son is doing this to me. Doesn't he know I love him?
After he was done crying, King David knew what he had to do.
It seems that we're gonna have to fight my son, Absalom. I'll go with all of you and fight.
No! Even if half of us die, they won't care. It's you they want dead. You stay here and be safe.
So King David's army went out to chase after Absalom. They chased him and chased him until they finally saw him in his chariot.
Haha, you can't catch me.
Now Absalom had very long hair, and as he was getting away, his hair got caught in a tree.
Help! Help! I'm stuck.
This allowed David's soldiers to catch up with Absalom. When they caught up with him, they killed him. When King David heard that his son was dead, he was very sad.
Oh, my son Absalom. My son. If only I had died instead of you.
Even though Absalom was evil and was trying to kill his father, it made King David very sad that his son had died. He still loved his son even though his son didn't love him back. But God was there for King David and helped him not to be sad anymore for his son. King David eventually stopped being sad and thanked his soldiers for saving him and the rest of his family's lives.
What's wrong, Nitro?
Nothing. I'm just acting how humans do when they become sad. Sniff. I don't appear to leak, though.
All these stories are starting to make me sad.
I'm feeling very emotional.
How do you become unsad?
Oh, that's easy. You just... I don't know!
I'm not really sure either. I should go to the room. To the room.
Hello, Ray. How can I help you?
Room, when we become sad, what helps us feel better?
Being sad is natural and something everyone feels.
But what helps us not be sad?
God promises to help us in His Word. He says in Psalm 147:3, He heals the brokenhearted and bandages their wounds. David from the Bible wrote that verse from his own experience when he was sad.
Wow, Room, you're right. When we feel sad, we need to talk to God about it, and He helps us. And He can use our friends, our family, and other people to help us feel better. When I feel sad, God gives me comfort. Thanks, Room.
Comforting. Crushing!
Okay, I know how to become unsad.
How?
When I feel sad, God gives me comfort. Sometimes He can use other people. Remember when I was really sad and I went to God about it and He comforted me by using Alyssa to find my friend from back home? Okay, so I'm still sad, but it does help to know that God's going to use it for good, somehow.
Yes, He will. Shelby!
Ray! How you been?
Oh, I've been missing you. Did you know? How did you know to call me?
Let's just say you have a pretty good friend out there in space with you.
Or like the time God comforted me by letting me talk directly to Trip Bailey himself. You were right. I was wrong.
About what, sir?
My friends didn't leave me behind. They're like my family. They've always accepted me. You were right all along. It really was an accident.
That is good news, Clint. I believe your calculations are now correct. Your friends accept you.
Rip?
Clint? Is that you? Where are you, buddy? I was sure you were coming. And your friends feel terrible about accidentally leaving you.
Yeah, I know. It was an accident.
Well, I've heard about all of your science experiments. I couldn't wait to meet you.
You couldn't wait to meet me?
Sure I did. The science guy on a space station? You're definitely one guy that I want to know.
And God even used you, Nitro, to give me a robot hug.
You are welcome, Clint.
I like robot hugs.
Oh, just servos. Oh, yeah.
And God used Alyssa again to comfort Emily when she was upset.
Hey,
Hey, you okay?
I'm sorry I was rude earlier. I'm just going through a hard time.
It's okay. I understand. Mike told me. My parents used to move around a lot whenever I was little, always chasing the next big thing. I never felt like I had a home either. Well, until this place.
Really? But you're so outgoing.
I'm still shy. Making new friends, seeing new places, it's fun, but you never really get to feel like you have that constant, that one place that's always there.
Yes, exactly. Nobody else seems to understand that.
I do. I got you something. It's a little silly, but it always gave me comfort.
What is it?
It means a lot to me, but I want to give it to you.
Thank you. It's awesome.
It just always let me know that no matter what was going on, where I was, and that's surrounded by good friends.
Why are you so nice to me?
Because you're always there for me, always listening to my crazy stories and drama. You're my best friend.
I want to be a better friend to you. Be there for you no matter what.
Watching how God comforted all of us, it makes me love him even more.
Your creator seems to really care about you and how you feel.
Yeah, Nitro, because he is full of the greatest emotion of them all. Love.
Your creator sounds, what is the word? Awesome.
Yeah, our creator is definitely awesome.
Did you see how it was okay to be sad? And that when we are sad, God gives us comfort.
You know, God really knows the best ways to make us feel better. Remember what the Bible says in Psalms 147:3. He heals the brokenhearted and bandages their wounds.
Now say it with us.
Psalm 147:3.
Psalm 147:3.
He heals the brokenhearted
He heals the brokenhearted
and bandages their wounds.
and bandages their wounds.
So remember, when I feel sad, God gives me comfort.
And there's nothing too big that God can't comfort. So take comfort in that.
Emotions.
I hope you have seen today that God is there for you whenever you're sad. You can know for a fact that God will always heal your heart. It's okay to cry, and if you're hurt, let someone know. The Bible describes feeling sad as a broken spirit or a wounded heart. If your heart is hurting, God wants to heal it. God is waiting for you to get to know Him. If you want to become friends with God, here's a video to help you.
This goo is messy. There's still a lot we have to learn about it, but one thing I know, it's alive. You know, the Bible tells us that our hearts are messy too. We've all sinned. We've all done things that are wrong that make our hearts black with sin. Sin messes up our friendship with God, but God has a plan to clean up that mess. His plan was Jesus. God sent Jesus to earth, but to clean up all the sin in our lives, the price Jesus had to pay was His own life. He had to die to take the punishment for our sin, and He died on a cross just for you. But Jesus' blood, it cleaned up our sin. It made our hearts as white as snow. But for it to work in your heart, you have to invite Jesus in. You can get right with God in 3 easy steps. A, admit that you've done wrong and tell God you don't want to sin anymore. B, believe that God sent Jesus to take the punishment for your sin. Trust that you're all forgiven and that you're now right with God. And C, confess to others that Jesus is your boss and your best friend. This will keep your friendship with God strong. And then, boom, you're right with God. Your messy, sinful heart is all cleaned up. And as you read the Bible and pray and learn more about God, your friendship with God will grow and grow and grow.